There will be 31 of this circle. This is the smallest circle, and the next circle will be a bit bigger. So let me write it down here. Each next circle is a bit bigger than the preceding circle. As I mentioned a while ago, there will be 31 of the circle. How do we start drawing the image? We first let our pen up because I'm going to appoint. The point here is x negative rad. The x negative rad is right here. Okay, this is x negative rad. The value of x is given here in line number 7. It is a negative 315. And the value of the rad, it is given in line number 6. It is 90. So we put the minus sign in front. As you can see, this point here, the negative 315, negative 90 is somewhere on the lower portion of the y-axis. Incidentally, also we have the center of the Cartesian plane here. This is 0, 0. Then we have the y-axis here. This is the y-axis. And then this is the x-axis. And this negative 315, negative 90, look, it is below the y-axis. Okay, let's continue. Line number 14, it is pen down. That means I'm ready to draw the circle. The instruction for drawing the circle is line number 16. Okay, we need to specify the radius of the circle. The radius, incidentally, is line number 690. And for the central angle here, it has to be 360 for the whole circle. Incidentally, the color of the circle, let's go back to number 15. It is specified by the 255 GB. So let me write here on the right side. This is line number 15. We have the RGB. Incidentally, before you can use the RGB, you should put line number 4. The color mode of the screen should be 255. Remember, the R is the red, and the G is the green, and the B is the blue. In this case, look at line number 15. The R is 255. It is fixed all throughout here. And then the G here, look at number 8. It is initially 255. Initially. And then the B at this point is 0 initially. So what does this 255 2550 mean? It means a color. So let me write here, if the R is 255 and the G is 255 and the B is 0, this is color yellow. So we are starting with color yellow here. This is yellow. Okay, after we have drawn the circle here, the initial circle, what we need to do is line number 17. We're going to make the radius of the next circle bigger. Look at this, plus equal sign. And then we're going to make the center of the circle a bit to the left side, to the right side, I mean. I'm adding 15 units to the x. And then before I go to the next circle, let us check the color of the next circle. Eventually, the G value will be 0. Why is that? Because look at this in the else here. We are putting, we are subtracting a value of 17 from the G every time we draw the initial circles. However, yes, it will take time before the value of G goes down to 0 here because initially the G is 255, remember, line 8. If we subtract 17 from that, it will be lower, like a 238. And then if we subtract 17 again, it will be lower, like 221. I hope I get my math right. Until the time when our G is equal to 0. So if our G becomes 0, it is the B that we are manipulating now. We will add 17 to the initial 0. Look at number 9. Our B is 0. So our B will little by little become big in number. So the blue will become stronger. Stronger blue. Now, what does this mean? So initially, the red is fixed. Look at this. The 255 is fixed. And the green is initially 255 here. But we are going to weaken the green. So we're going to make this weaker, green. So what happens is we have yellow first, okay? And then after that, we'll have orange as the G increases in value, the green. And then after that, we'll have red. I'm sorry, it will become orange as the value of the G decreases from 255. Remember, the yellow is 255, 255, and then the orange is going to be 255, and then it's going to be a lower for the green. And meanwhile, the blue is fixed. And then after orange, you'll see red. In this case, okay, the red value is still fixed to 55, and then the value of green is 0. And then after the red here, um, we are making the blue become stronger. So our color will become violet. Okay. Now that we have the first circle here, which is yellow, we'll have the next circle change in color a bit. We will have 31 circles in all. And these 31 circles will have varying colors, changing in color from yellow to orange to red and then to violet. Now, incidentally, before I show you the image, how it is generated, you already have seen it in the preview anyway. Look at this. This is the portion of the next circle. Incidentally, in the next circle, the radius. Remember, we added 5 here. Look at this, number 17. So the radius is no longer the initial 90, line number 6. So this is now 90 plus 5. And then our x is no longer the initial negative 315. Look at number 7 line. We will add 15. Look at line number 18. We're adding 15 to the x, so it becomes a negative 300, and that means the circle is a bit to the right of the initial circle. Now, this is how we generate the image.